this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we all are kind of waiting for this set today because these are the two that have been able to take every single game and not lose a single time. It's kind of like, you have that tension kind of come up. You have like the East Coast and the West Coast and like who's going to win. It's kind of like that idea where we just kind of let the tension build up. And now we're finally going to see a little bit of a release. And one of these is going to be the undisputed winner of today's round robin series.
Yeah,
Well,
I love
at least
seeing
of
that.
them so far.
Yeah, I mean, like when you have, it's almost like a bit of a pride thing on the line, right? When you have a perfect record, you know one of them is going to leave today without that spotless, shiny, 2-0,
Yeah.
3-0 record. It's just going to have that little one right there.
Yeah, they definitely are going to be one of these people is going to be left feeling very unsatisfied after today, and
Mhm.
we'll have to let the set show us who that's going to be.
Yep. All right, we're getting into it. Let's see, where are we starting? Good old Battlefield, right?
Right. So this matchup, okay, you can already see SDJ trying to bait out any sort of grab with a rest coming up from doing that crouch rest.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the scary things about this matchup is that on the ground right next to each other, Puff crouching really just beats out a lot of Sheik's moves, right? Like there are some that'll hit, but it won't really move her out of that crouching position at a lower percent. And if you go for like a grab or something, it'll just go right over Puff and it'll leave you open for a rest. So that's
Yeah.
something that you always have to keep in mind when you're playing as Sheik from this matchup.
Right. There is actually a pretty good way to get grabs against Puff in this matchup as Sheik. I don't know if JSalt knows, but what I've been told from Houston Sheik players is that basically you get anytime that Puff is in the air, you're actually able to possibly grab or show grab, jab grab, sort of options to get those grabs off into your guaranteed combos. And they are finding a nice back air off the stage, but we'll see if we're going to be seeing any grabs from the Sheik or not. Okay, and we are seeing the first one.
Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a scary thing to go for. But if you are ahead, it does rack up a lot of percent if you are able to get the grab, right? So there is some risk reward going on there. And
For sure.
I think it's good to keep the Puff player on their toes, right?
Yeah. And plus, if you see that the Puff is crouching a lot, then she's not in the air, and you're still able to... You don't have, like, the best, fastest mobility here, but you still have options, right? To move around and sort of get the next neutral opening. Okay,
Yeah.
Nice little dare there coming in from the Puff, and then just going to clean out the back air, reaction to the roll.
Yeah, and we just saw that coming off of a crouch cancel dash attack too. So definitely like even though it was only worth one stock and Puff is probably out of crouch cancel percent for the rest of this stock, it already has come into play at least once. So SDJ is definitely ready for it.
Mm-hmm. Sheik opting to punish the pound from Puff with I believe that was a Nair. I would have really liked to see grab there actually in that situation. But overall, I know that pound is actually deceptively actually hard to punish sometimes. Like even if you know it's coming, just the way its hitbox works and how much stun it gives you, I understand why you would opt for Nair shield to punish it.
Yeah. And SDJ looking like he's having trouble maintaining any stage positioning. He's getting pushed off stage a lot, forced to burn up with a lot of his jumps, and JSalt is eventually catching him in the air.
I like how the crouch counters the F tilt when you're too close, the dash attack, and also the grab. It's like damn, this move really does just really pose a problem for a lot of Sheik players.
Yeah. If it is on the analog stick and you're holding down, is it still movement?
That's
Right?
a great question.
I mean, you hold down to wave dash, right?
Okay, yeah, they're kind of starting to do what I would expect them to do is wait for the SDJ. Yeah, he's waiting for SDJ to kind of crouch, and then he's trying to do like a tomahawk into like a down tilt, or maybe even just a late aerial. I don't know, but you definitely want to force Puff in a shield as much as possible, and then go for the grab.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is coming down to like SDJ is getting caught in a certain space, right where JSalt wants him, and then Sheik will start full hopping, right? And you're like, oh, well, if I crouch cancel this, I'll probably get hit by a really late fair, and it'll be hard to punish. Like, he's just making SDJ really uncertain of his options, and it's just catching him in awkward spots.
Okay, that was almost very dangerous for JSalt, but okay, we're back on stage. Yeah, SDJ earlier, having doing that over 100% get up. Okay, but he finds the back air on the recovery. Yeah, Puff actually just has such an easy time edge guarding a lot of characters, and Sheik is no exception, but they are down to 1 stock apiece on Battlefield.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see who takes this first game, because this is one of those matchups, like, if it's usually most Puff matchups, right, where stage counter picking can really mean a lot. Oh, we're finding some up air strings.
Triple up air, looking like Fox right now, and it's going to mill out, not really coming to anything else, but already you got 70%. You know that she can't really crouch cancel anything that Puff does, and every back air could be a potential edge guard situation.
Right. Well, this is coming down to the wire, especially considering... Ooh. Oh, big grab.
I love that grab right there, just in the perfect height after that pound. And that's just one of your best punishes that is guaranteed on Puff.
Yeah, and especially now that Puff is at over 100%, every trade could be a kill. If you get hit by something sweet spotted or near the ledge, like if you're the Puff in this situation, one wrong step can mean you're stuck.
Yeah, they are definitely both playing really close to the fire right now, just sitting in shield, feeling each other out. But that back air is going to take the stock for SDJ. Very close one, kind of clutch, to be honest.
For sure, yeah. And I think it was funny because I think in the middle of that string that led to the final edge guard, we saw a rare Puff forward tilt, the little twirl with the stanky leg coming out. That's a move that I forget Jigglypuff even has, but SDJ was just ready to out to keep the edge guard going.
I know that Sheik doesn't have the best edge guard versus Puff, but I feel like Sheik's giving a little bit, JSalt's giving a little bit too much space to SDJ on the ledge, and I would like to see, instead of just trying to do retreating back airs, to just throw some needles or run off fair possibly. I don't know if those are the best options, but I would like to see him try and keep the Puff honest, because we have seen SDJ miss a couple of sweet spots before, and that's how we got the first stock.
Right. Oh, we got a little bit of a corner situation. Oh, yeah. The one thing about this counter pick, right, you do expect Puff to die at much earlier percents off of small conversions, but at the same time, Puff puts you off stage so much easier whenever you get hit by like a 1 or 2 hit back air string, which, if you're afraid of getting edge guarded by this character, is always scary. That
up air kill, that's such an early percent as you were saying that. Yes. Yeah, it's definitely...
I think it also caught him with a DI mix up there as well, because he went straight up.
Yeah,
he was probably expecting a forward air.
Yes, sir. Okay. Definitely back and forth. Okay.
What a clean
the
way
down
to
throw.
Right.
Oh, and he's even going to catch the up air. Up air, such a hard-hitting move. Can he get 4, 5? And that's going to be off the top.
Oh, man. The Puff players become what they hate the most. They've become a Fox main. Just up air stringing Sheik off to the top blast zone in Yoshi's. What a world we're living in.
And in some ways it's worse, right? There's no first hit or rather there's no second hit for Puff up air. It's just one strong hit.
Oh my goodness. We're seeing some wacky stuff today. I'm loving it.
Okay, Puff grab. This could be a kill if you're fast enough on Puff. Whenever she goes off stage like that, but no, doesn't find it.
Yeah, one of the things they're always worried about is Sheik whenever you're recovering is like, oh, if I land too close to the stage, that's like a free rest, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Ooh,
oh,
really
misses the timing. Yeah.
That was definitely pretty tricky with the wall there.
Yeah, I think that Sheik having jump and also having a wall to work with does make it a little bit harder. There's even Randall on this stage, so definitely very nice making use of that to recover again. And SDJ was clearly not ready for it.
I don't even know.
Was able to make it back.
I don't even know if JSalt was ready for Randall to catch him there, because it caught like the startup of his up B.
Ooh, okay, that should be a trade. Yep.
You know, the funny thing about that is I don't know if Puff had barely missed landing on the platform. I don't know if there would have been a kill set up there. Maybe a grab would have killed off of like the right DI or something, but that was a scary situation, and SDJ definitely took the risk reward in his favor.
Yeah, I mean, Puff rest. I'm also not even sure if it would have killed it as Yoshi's, but at 0, I'm not positive. But you just gotta go for it.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of free percent at the very least.
Okay. Up tilt, up air. Or sorry, forward tilt, up tilt, up air. Very nice.
Oh gosh, don't let us see that up air string again. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Ooh.
JSalt's just gonna have to clutch this one out if he doesn't want to go down 0-2 against Jigglypuff.
Oh, what a nice grab right there, catching him in the air after that back air.
Yep. After
Very
one
clean.
grab, the percents are basically evened up. Oh my goodness. I don't think he's been touched this stock yet.
Ooh, okay. He tries up tilt, almost gets. Oh, I almost thought Jigglypuff was ready to rest that one.
So did I. That always makes your heart stop a little bit, right? Rolling into Puff, and you're just never sure if they're perfectly ready for it. I think everyone's gotten a Puff treatment at some point in their life.
Yeah, I certainly have. Okay, JSalt's. Oh, nice needles. Triple needles. You're gonna have to do a lot of those.
Ooh.
Okay, and the up air, the Randall not quite giving SDJ the correct space to make it back to ledge, and that's gonna be game number 2 for JSalt. A close game to be certain.
Very close. Was JSalt on the little ledge of Yoshi's, like the one with the little slant that gives your down tilt just a little bit more range to poke underneath? Because it looked like SDJ was really close to sweet spotting that ledge.
Yeah, it's something that is just like one of those unexpected benefits of Yoshi's. Like you never think about it really, but then when it comes into play, you're like, dang, if that was any other stage, that would not have worked.
Right. It's one of the only stages in the game that has like actual slants, where things like a Marth down tilt or, well, I guess most down tilts, some forward smashes, like they'll just have a little bit of extra reach below the ledge, making sweet spots that much harder. And I think that really just helped JSalt capitalize on that last edge guard there.
Yeah, I mean, the only other stage that's been seen in competitive play recently was Pokemon, pre-Frozen. But now that we have the technology and it's always been frozen, which I'm a little sad for, honestly. But yeah, we just don't see slants from any other stage anymore, and everything's very neutral. So Yoshi and Dreamland really being the only FOD because of platforms, randomly raising, right? But otherwise, the only kind of jank-esque stages.
Yeah. So I'm going to expect a Dreamland pick here. Yep, going straight to it. The Puff Classic. Wouldn't really expect anything different, right?
Yep. Okay, went for that jab rather, and didn't get punished for it. SDJ certainly looking for opportunities to get the rest in, but Sheik at that percent is going to be able to. Ooh, kind of close.
Funny thing, I was literally about to say I don't think we've seen any big rests this set so far, and as soon as I thought it, SDJ almost like found a setup for one. That would have been
there were 2 different situations I think where he tried to space that out, but didn't face the other way. I think if he faced the other way, he could have gotten a back air. That was very close. I think that was his last jump, in fact.
Yeah, he'd been off stage for a while.
Yeah, and like if this were Yoshi's, like JSalt would have already had the kill. So this stage just is such a monster pick for Jigglypuff.
Yeah, it makes killing her so difficult unless you find your real kill confirmed.
Oh,
look at that. There was like a 50% difference between the characters, and Puff's like, but you don't get to recover like I do, so goodbye.
Yeah, and just Puff has so much time and space to work with. Every single stock. Like, every single time that Puff wants to slow it down. So, provided they don't do a tournament winner, will be pretty much unstoppable, force to the ledge. Even getting an up tilt rest.
Okay.
Yeah. Sheik not having the best DI for it, but was low enough percent that it did not matter. Okay,
no
but going for it
way.
again, and that's gonna kill. Yep.
Oh no! And off the top too, no extra percent to punish that. Yeah, that's. What are the odds? Like on the first game where we find a rest, we get 2 on the same stock. No, wait a minute. Okay.
And not finding the rest, but 60% nonetheless is very good.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage to take if you're Sheik trying to crouch cancel some of Puff's options. It's definitely something that's going to make coming back a lot harder for sure.
Yeah, the rest of this game is honestly just very rough for the non-Puff player.
Yeah, Sheik's going to have to make some really clean plays if they want to bring this back, even after this next stock or 2.
Like, first stock, JSalt was up by like 60%. Okay, triple grab into up air, and that will be a stock. So if he can keep this stock for quite a while, he has a chance. But
yeah, He's got to rack up a lot of percent before he gets... Oh, I might have jinxed it.
Oh.
Oh, I jinxed it.
And now this is... Yeah, this is just ridiculously tough for the Sheik player now at this point.
You're going to have to win so many neutral interactions just to get the next stock off. You know, and that's not counting all the damage you're going to take trying to do that in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, literally every trade, even for Puff, is winning for Puff on the stage.
Right. Especially when you consider the fact that a Puff in the lead is a Puff that can rest without consequence.
True. I mean, it's last stock. I think this Puff is going to rest as soon as they see the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, nice back air, fair, but good DI from SDJ, not quite taking his stock.
Yep.
Oh, he almost... He definitely could have gotten that. He just had to be a little faster on the down tilt. Yeah. But it's okay. Not too bad.
He is
just
doing
one
really
more.
Well. Oh, getting a little extra cheeky percent. Okay.
I love that adaptation or that recognition from SDJ to realize that he was too close to the ledge and looking for that. Kind of fishing too hard.
Yeah, and just like that. Whoa, 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 okay.
Oh!
Alright, what's the punish?
Okay. Not even going for needles, just immediately going for the grab. Only 20%, so not terrible, but we're gonna need a little bit more. And Sheik has managed to even this up so nicely. Okay, a down smash even.
I've been seeing some really clean play from JSalt the last two stocks, but you gotta keep it up for the whole game. It's getting really close down to the wire here. JSalt is not looking at taking too many more hits without being put in a really bad spot.
Yeah, that was almost a very unsafe back air, but just barely was not punished for it. SDJ looking, goes for the nair fast fall down onto Sheik. Not something you always see. And he is going to find the spacing back air. Power shield's coming out. That's how you know the timing is close.
Yeah, these two are looking for any little openings they can get. Oh, that's going to be it. Caught without your jump.
Oof. All right. So a nice win for Puff, but it was actually pretty close. JSalt had a lot of good comebacks, and now we don't have to worry about any stage nearly as big as Dreamland.
Yeah, we got it out of the way. No big deal, right? What, we're going into game 3 or game 4 now?
This will be game number 4. We're up 2-1 for SDJ, I believe. He won on Battlefield, and then Sheik won on Yoshi's, and now Puff has won back on Dreamland.
Yeah, all of these games have been really close.
Right. It's... Yeah, that one... Like, I was expecting it after the SDJ basically had, like, 2 stocks to 1. I was like, this is just rough for Sheik. But Sheik literally brought it back, like, pretty much one more grab combo away.
Yeah. Honestly, with this last, or this next stage, like... If you're playing Sheik on this stage, I feel like the platforms help you a lot because against a crouching Puff, you have a nice platform to like shield drop opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having to full hop in Jigglypuff's face.
I don't hate it, right? Like I could have seen Pokemon as well being a thing. I don't really like FD that much for Sheik, but maybe there's some magic you can do against Puff there.
Yeah, and one of the other things that Puff typically likes about this stage is like reaction tech chase rest, but we haven't been seeing a lot of that from SDJ in this set, so it's probably not a huge thing to be worried about in this toolkit right now.
Okay, right now JSalt is just putting all the moves that are boxing Puff out, proving that this stage counter pick is going to work out very nicely.
Uh-oh, we're going real deep here.
Both players that went very deep. I'm not exactly sure why, but SDJ had a hard time finding the ledge there.
Oh, wow. SDJ was on their last Puff, too.
I love those needles coming down because I thought that was for sure going to be a stock for SDJ from a back air or something or an up air. Right. But the needles just catching him when he was looking for it and able to find the stock for JSalt. Very smart.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing...
what was that?
Excuse me? That might have been either a tech flub or a read on a follow-up because I have seen some strange plays where, like, if you're a frame slow or could possibly air dodge out, right? You could technically get a cheeky rest for your troubles and get away with it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past SDJ to see some of those in the lineup.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a rollback thing or something either. And JSalt didn't, like, because I would have grabbed if I was actually looking for a full punish there. He just went for like a back air to like reset Puff. So I think that was a little bit of a, a little bit of just like probably some mistake that they're both like, no, I'll give you respect for that.
Cool.
Ooh, okay, went for the
we're
dash attack. Nice.
seeing JSalt doing some really good, or doing a really good job of boxing Puff out this game. Like,
Ooh.
SDJ has gotten very few openings, and like he hasn't even been trading a whole lot either, right? Like JSalt's looking at a pretty nice percent considering the stock lead.
Okay. SDJ still
I like
looking.
that cute little cross up.
Oh, not quite. Was that supposed to be a rest and he accidentally pressed pound? Oh my god! The hitbox
Oh.
not being far enough and the down smash is gonna save JSalt, but not from that. But can you really afford?
SDJ is really trying to pull out all the stops to make this comeback happen right now. He says, I want your stock now. I think we've seen, what, 2 or 3 missed rests so far in this one game alone?
Yeah. Okay, now I like that JSalt's kind of cleaned up his edge guard situation a lot more. I honestly think he wanted him to rest him at that stage. He really was trying to get him to rest him. Okay, nice jab fair. SDJ not having the perfect SDI to be able to get out of that. And that will be the 4th game tied 2-2, but Puff counterpick for game number 5.
Yep, and one thing I'm really liking to see from JSalt is how deep they're going for their recoveries, right? Like, I think almost at least twice that last game, SCJ would grab the ledge in anticipation of Sheik's up B, but he would just keep dropping down. And as soon as he would start to ledge refresh, then JSalt would go for the recovery, and he would just be out of tune. You know how you want to like time your up B or Sheik's up B with your ledge get up or something. Like he was almost always out of timing for that.
Yeah, and I think even if he did find the timing for it, because Sheik is hugging so close to the wall the entire time, you're going to be able to tech and air dodge back on the stage. So I love that recovery by Sheik against Puff, especially on Dream FOD.
Yeah, and it's really scary as Puff to try something different, right? Because if you ledge refresh and Sheik's still within double jump range, you might get smacked and get reversaled, which isn't a terrible thing as Puff as compared to other characters, but that's still, when you're behind, a lot of percent you don't want to be taking.
All right, so let's talk about where we think SDJ is going to go for game number 5.
I don't actually know the matchups in this, or the stage counterpicks in this matchup too well. I would imagine at least one of these characters likes FD against the other, but I don't know which one.
I think it is going to be Puff picking FD, and we are going to see it happening. Puff versus FD.
She's not having any platforms to mix up, like shield drop boxing or places to safely charge needles for a second. Like this is going to be all like close interactions. You know, both of these characters have to be really close in order to hit each other.
Yeah.
So we're going to see probably a lot of full hops, a lot of crouching near each other. Ooh,
yeah.
Calling out with double jumps.
Triple back air, and we're seeing this stage working out pretty well. Arms tech, but SDJ is on the case. Doesn't get the forward smash, but is able to get the dash attack afterwards.
I'm really surprised SDJ didn't go for a rest on that first recovery punish. He probably thought he could just find an edge guard there without having to like risk trading any percent for it, but I think that's biting him.
Yeah, I mean, he also could have went for a rest there, but he finds the kill regardless with the dare into up smash. He's doing, I saw first stock he's doing, yeah, there it is again. A lot of nairs coming into Sheik. I don't know how safe that is against Sheik. I feel like it's pretty punishable either with grab or nair to shield or something. Or just fighting it with fair.
I feel like he might be trying to bait out a reaction because with almost every one of these nairs, I think he's like auto-canceling them and leaning back at the last second. So I'm not 100% sure if he's meaning to catch him in the air with those or if he's trying to use it as a little fake out to make somebody come in.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either, but I guess we're going to see if the Sheik can get around that. Okay, up throw. No rest. We're looking for the up air again, but Sheik once again finding the needles on the way down to help her land. Okay, jab, reset, rest! Let's go!
How is every Puff so ready for that in an instant? It feels like it happens so quickly. Yeah. I'm almost never ready for that miss tech, but you know what? I'm no Puff expert, so...
It's like the one thing that I think Puffs are always so good at reacting to is their rest combos like that. They're just looking for it at all times, just hunting.
Yeah, and JSalt's been finding a lot of these jab forward airs in this set to clean up a lot of stocks, right? Like, he's making it look a lot easier to catch Puff in neutral than it really is a lot of the time, you know?
Okay, nice nair right there. And Sheik is having a pretty good time here in neutral, but that one two-hit combo could have spelled doom for the Sheik, and she's able to get it out of that one.
And we just saw JSalt going super low again for their recovery, and SDJ not having an answer for it just yet.
Power shuttle in the back air and wave dashing out. The Puff is playing a very slow game. Oof. Every hit
from the ledge.
It's like no combos. It's just a straight hit from the Puff, and then we go back to neutral. Look at all the space that.
And that.
Yeah, go ahead.
As a Sheik, you're definitely comfortable in that position because if you get hit from the ledge, the only thing that happens is you go back to center stage, right? It's not like Puff is going to get any hard follow-ups on you from that from that range.
Ooh, okay. Not the get-up you want from Jigglypuff. In fact, it's probably one of the worst ones to get, as her get-up attack is terrible. But
we're racking up a lot of percent on Puff here. This is going to make this a potential comeback really difficult.
SDJ was trying very hard to go for a rest right there, and JSalt recognized he was fishing for it, goes for the down smash right after doing the forward tilt, and now SDJ really cannot afford to rest anymore.
Yeah, and another edge guard dropped by SDJ, something that probably could have been picked up with something like a simple forward smash, but he's been opting to back air a lot of these up B recoveries, which I don't feel like is something you want to be doing.
Okay, we are last game, last stock for both these players. Are we finally going to see who is the better uncontested winner in these series? Right now, JSalt has quite a bit of a lead, and he's found a lot of good neutral openings. Look at that dash attack right there, just catching Puff. Even the back air. But SDJ still has a chance. He's looking for the rest.
Yeah, this is... Oh, we have a big grab.
That's going to be it. Yep, and that's going to be up here to close it out. That was game number 5. JSalt 4-0 now.
The taunt. I like it. I like it. So that's how it's going to be. SDJ's win streak comes to a close, and JSalt keeps racking in that money. I think they're up to what now? $60 off of that for 4 sets, for 4 money matches?
I mean, JSalt just can't lose at this point. Like, who is going to take JSalt down? That's my question.
Yeah, is anybody going to be able to stop this murderous Sheik player from taking any more sets?
Oof. Nair being the most common neutral opener for Sheik.
Yeah, that just goes to show how much like full hopping, short hopping. There were so few like poking tilts going on from the Sheik, just respecting the Puff in their crouching standing position.
And I do think about half of those were either punishes, and the other half was Nair to shield, pretty much. Well, which is still technically a punish, but just not a Nair to shield punish.
Yeah. And it was a 5-game set, but like those neutral wins were so close to each other. Like they were definitely not like killing each other off of a single hit or two, but their openings per kill definitely reflect a more of a lots of trades happening in this set going on,
The most we've had, I think, it's just Puff into another floating matchup that just doesn't have any combos. It's just going to be opening after opening after opening, and it's definitely a war of attrition. 5 minutes, by the way, for game number 1.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was probably the longest set we've seen in this whole thing, and not just on the account that it was game 5, but per time on each match. Like that felt a lot faster than it was.
It definitely didn't feel too slow, but it was for sure like a war of attrition when you're talking about Sheik versus Puff. It's like so fundamental based. It's so fundamental based. There's not too many tricks besides the few that I mentioned, or maybe some that I don't know about, but it is so much like, I'm going to throw this, we're going to get to spacing, I'm going to fish for a grab, and there's a little rock, paper, scissors, I'm going to go for down smash instead, that sort of thing. And Puff's going to look for these couple rest setups, but not too many happened. It was just blow after blow, back air wall, and then a Sheik grab, maybe combo to clean it up, but otherwise, just straight hits to neutral, back and forth, 60 times or so.
Yeah, that's for sure. And what a bunch of nice sets that we've had today. We are going to go to another ad break before we close out. Oh man, look at these results. There's only one player right now without any wins on the board, and that is poor old Pug. I'm hoping Pug can find a clutch win in these next sets tomorrow, but that's going to be their last day to find any wins. But Man, we have a little bit of left side bias here. We got 3 wins on the left and 1 on the right.
Yeah, a little bit, and JSalt proving to overcome this left side bias with their own win 4-0 from the right hand side. Um, just like a really great showing so far. Even all the matches have actually been rather close, especially today. I think they've been very close and exciting.